Hi everyone, welcome to the Creative Kiwi. Today we're going to be doing some decoupage coasters, and I just wanted to show you basically how fun and actually easy it is to do. So first things first, you're going to need some DIY ceramic coasters or even wooden ones. These ones are from Kmart and they come in a pack of 4, which are really good. We also need some Mod Podge. That's basically handy for so many projects. We need a paintbrush as well for that. I've actually got a little water bottle, well, spray bottle, which I filled with water, and I'll show you a really handy trick for that. Next, we're going to need some napkins. So basically, I got these from Temu. They've got a variety of colours and patterns. I chose this one because I quite like it, but I will show you how to split those and open those. And also a sandwich bag. So basically, there's a really handy trick, which I will show you, which gets rid of so many wrinkles. Which makes it a lot easier as well. I'm trying to transfer it. So that's my paintbrush. So first things first, you need to open up your coasters. These were actually quite dusty when I opened them, and you might want to wipe them with a tissue. I wiped them with my hand first and then realized how dusty they were. So you want to put something down on your bench. I use my tissue because otherwise I do get Mod Podge everywhere. It just seems I always drop a brush or something. So your bag, the best thing to do is to open it up. So if you cut along basically 3 sides or all 4 sides and ends up with 2 squares, it's really good because you can reuse these once they're dried, and it just makes the transfer so much easier. So I have got the bluntest scissors in the world. I can't even cut through the plastic. So I managed to tear one edge, but yes, it's painful. So get yourself some sharp scissors. And don't let your kids use them either. Hide them. So there we are. So now we've got your 1 square. So what you're going to do, you're going to make sure that you are going to peel apart all the tissue, and you want the very last 1 sheet. So I've taken off, once I get there with my nails, or lack of nails. So you're going to split that open. I've taken 1 sheet off. And then I actually thought, oh, that's quite thick. And there was actually another layer. I'm not quite sure if you can quite see. I managed to get my nail in and actually get the very last layer. So that's basically just the one with the pattern that we want. And that makes it a lot easier to transfer. So then you want to make sure you put this pattern side down, sorry. So that, you actually transfer the correct way. I have done it the opposite way as well, which makes you look really silly. So yeah, so I've cut this into 4, just so it's a lot easier to manage, and obviously we're only needing a little bit. Just be careful, because on the outside of some tissues, they're actually like a perforated band around 2 sides. So I'm just kind of showing you, I'm not quite sure if you can see it, but just make sure that you're not going to be using that area to transfer. You want that main perforated area free. So you place it pattern side down, and then you're going to get your spray bottle and you're going to spray it. You don't want it absolutely sopping wet, but a good spray is great. And then so that makes it a lot easier to then slowly stretch out the tissue paper and actually get as many of those wrinkles out. Can you see how nicely it is? But you do go slowly and carefully because it will rip, but this makes it a lot easier. So then when you're happy with that, there we go, last couple of wrinkles. What you want to do is you're actually going to then Mod Podge your coaster. So as you can see, I actually Mod Podged mine first, and then I completely forgot that I had to cut out my squares. So you're going to get a thin layer of Mod Podge. I've used this one for so many projects, as you can tell. Trying my hardest not to slop it everywhere. And so just a thin layer all over the top, just so it's all covered. Could I find a bigger brush? No. It's like my scissors, they just go walk about in this house. So yeah, thin layer all over the top, so it's nicely covered. A bigger brush is better because it does leave less brush marks, but I'm going to carry on. Balance that carefully out the way, and then you're going to get your tissue paper. And so you can lift it up because it's on the plastic. It makes it a lot easier to be able to transfer it. And then you're going to make sure you're actually doing the area that you want, not that funny border. So you want that nice thing, and then you can line it up and then slowly transfer it across. And then you want to push from the center out and get rid of any air bubbles or wrinkles. Still be quite careful, but just using the flat of your fingers is enough to kind of help it. Yeah, so from the edge, oh, it looks quite nice actually, doesn't it? And so once you're happy with that, then what you can do, make sure you do all the edges as well, like just on the surface. And then nice and easily and slowly, you can then peel back your plastic to leave your design there. So follow us for the next video and we'll show you how to finish off your decoupage coaster. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you can keep up to date with any new videos we release.